Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on displacement. Displacement with respect to liquids is a very interesting and highly useful concept. In simple terms, displacement occurs when an object is submerged in water. The submerged object takes the place of the water. If the container is full to the brim, the displaced water will flow out of the container. The picture to the left is a perfect example showing how water poured over the side after a rock was submerged in a full container. The picture above is a perfect example showing how water rises when a rock was submerged in a partially full container. Finding the volume of objects. The above picture illustrates how we can find the volume of a solid object just by making sure that the whole object is submerged in water. Assume that the beaker to the left was completely filled with water. Submerge the rock so that it is completely covered. Notice that the displaced water pours out over the side and into the other beaker. The smaller beaker has measurements to the side marked in millilitres. Notice that the amount of displaced water is 300 millilitres. How do we use this information to find the volume of the rock? Well, if 1 millilitre of water occupies 1 cubic centimetre, then 300 millilitres of water occupies 300 cubic centimetres. So, the volume of the rock is 300 cubic centimetres. Example 1. A spherical ball is completely submerged in a beaker of water, which was totally filled to the pouring spout. The amount of water displaced was 450 millilitres. What is the volume of the ball? Well, the volume of the ball is 450 cubic centimetres, because 450 millilitres occupies a volume of 450 cubic centimetres. Example 2. A cube has each of its 3 sides measuring 10 centimetres. If it is fully submerged in water and displaces its own volume, how much water poured out? Okay, here's the answer. The volume of the cube is 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres, which was 1,000 cubic centimetres. So, the amount of water was 1,000 millilitres, and that equals 1 litre. So isn't that a very, very interesting way of finding the volume of a solid object, even if you don't know the measurements? Very, very interesting.